The story unfolds in a charming little village, where the air is filled with the laughter of relieved hearts. Today is a day of joy, for the shadow that once loomed over them has finally lifted, the wicked magician is no more. As the sun bathes the village in its golden glow, a gentle breeze carries whispers of celebration. Just then, a radiant fairy, Glinda, descends gracefully from the skies, her wings shimmering like the morning dew. With a voice as soft as a lullaby, she confirms the long-awaited truth: the magician is truly gone. Now Glinda was about to leave from there when a girl came and asked Glinda that how does a witch become a witch, and why does everyone consider her so bad? Glinda became serious after hearing this girl's question, and she told the girl that these witches are not bad, they are made bad. Our bad behavior makes these magicians like this. As soon as she says this, the scenes shift to the past. When the magician Elphaba was born, her color was green, so her dad Guinea Journal didn't accept her. It was found that she is also a magical girl. Whenever she cried or got angry, things started flying in the air. Elphaba did not get the love of his parents. As Elphaba grew up, the difficulties for him also grew. No one loved him. He did not live with him. He now had a sister named Rose, who was very beautiful, but she was disabled with one leg. Elphaba loved her a lot. One day, when Elphaba was telling stories to Rose and her friends, all the children started making fun of her. Elphaba got angry and picked up a stone with her magical powers and killed the children. As soon as the journal got this news, the journal was very angry with Elphaba's action and took her daughter Rose from there, while Elphaba was left alone. The scene was cut and we are shown again the calendar and villages, where so far they had also made a very big statue of that witch, which was burned by the calendar. She was about to go back from here when she asked another girl, "Was Elphaba your friend that you are talking to her like this?" Glinda replied, "No, maybe she was not my friend, but I know her very well." After saying this, we left at that time when Elphaba and Glinda were together. Glinda had come to study in the university, and in this university, Elphaba had also come to get her sister Rose's admission that day, not her own because we're not giving her permission to study. Anyway, now the introduction of all this begins, after which a teacher takes Rose from here with a protocol because she was the daughter of the general. Elphaba did not like this, she stopped the teacher, but the teacher did not listen to her and took Rose forward. Elphaba got angry and he stopped Rose's wheelchair with his powers. As soon as he got angry, everything started breaking here, and all this was seen. Not the principal. The principal knew that all the children would kill her after seeing Elphaba's magic, and would consider her bad. That's why the principal acted as if she had done the magic and saved Elphaba from all the children. After that, she told Glinda to take Elphaba to her room. Glinda agreed to this, but Elphaba didn't because she didn't come to study here. She had to go back. Now the principal takes her to a lonely room, where she praises her magical powers. She also offers her that she will teach her and teach her to control her powers. Hearing this, Elphaba was very happy and excited, but only for a few moments because the next moment she remembered that her dad would not allow her to study. Then the principal reassured her that she would talk to the governor herself and get her admitted to the university. Now, Elphaba was very happy. When she went to Glinda's room to stay at night, she saw that Glinda had scattered her things all over the room. There was no place for Elphaba. When she wanted to make her place, Glinda stopped her. And in this way, Elphaba got angry. The things there started flying in the air, and even fell on the glass. Elphaba threw her things away, made her place and went to sleep. They fought at night because of things, which was already known to the rest of the students. In the morning, we saw that a team was formed here against Elphaba and Glinda. There was no one in Elphaba's team. Everyone went to Glinda's team and started calling Elphaba bad. All of them leave Elphaba alone. And in the class also, all the kids of Elphaba make fun of him. Anyway, the class starts, and to teach them, a professor comes who was an animal. Here, when the professor is not able to pronounce the name of the calendar correctly, Elphaba takes the teacher's side and makes him feel that all this is normal. Anyway, the professor starts his lecture and tells him that there was a time when humans and animals lived together, but then there was a shortage of food for people. Humans started killing animals for their own benefit. And then came a time when humans decided not to keep animals with them, but to keep them under their control. Just now the professor was watching the lecture. In the meantime, the professor saw that even now in this lecture, there were talks against animals. Elphaba was sad and left. Elphaba understood his sadness, because no one had ever given his rights to Elphaba. Elphaba went with the professor, and the professor befriended him. Here the scene gets cut, and it is shown that the principal started Elphaba's training, in which she had to learn to control her magical powers. Elphaba picks up things properly with her powers, but as soon as she gets angry, everything starts to get messed up. The principal was happy instead of getting angry, seeing that he had a lot of powers. At night, when Elphaba was about to come back to the professor, she heard that the teacher was telling her people that now we have to pack our things and leave. Now we have no place here. That day was not far. When Elphaba heard that humans will kill him, she became sad. She was about to leave, when the professor saw her and called her inside. The professor was giving her a lot of love. Seeing this, Elphaba promised her that I will definitely help you, and I will give you your rights. After saying this, Elphaba left for the jungle, where she met a boy in the jungle, who was coming here on a horse. He got scared when he saw Elphaba, and here we got to know that he was a prince. On the other hand, there are talks about the prince's arrival at the university, and the calendar is very well prepared to impress the prince. The prince does not give much importance to anyone after coming to the university. But Glinda, who was the brightest and most beautiful student of the university, and was trying to impress the prince again and again, the prince finally befriends her. And she brings the prince to the library, where we come to know that the prince's habits have deteriorated a lot. He starts breaking the rules here as well and climbs on the books, because of which the librarian was very angry with him. To make the librarian angry, the prince started singing here. Along with Glinda, everyone started singing with the prince, and started enjoying here except for Elphaba. In the next scene, it is shown that a boy invites Glinda to a prom party, but Glinda wanted to go with Prince, so she offered to go with Rose. Rose was very happy to invite the boy, and as soon as she told this to Elphaba, Elphaba refused to let Rose go because she felt that there would be some trick of Glinda behind it. But where was Rose going to understand this? She got angry at Elphaba's refusal. It was shown here that Glinda was also getting ready to go to the Rome party. And then Elphaba also came here. Glinda's friends found a very strange cap from Glinda's stuff. This cap belonged to her grandmother, and seemed to belong to a magician. She picked up the cap and gave it to Elphaba, so that when Elphaba wears it at the party, everyone makes fun of her. This made the unknown Elphaba happy from Glinda that at least she has a place for Elphaba in her heart. Anyway, everyone goes to the prom party now. Everyone was enjoying a lot while dancing. Rose was also happy and Glinda was also happy with Prince. Now Elphaba also came to this party, wearing the cap given by Glinda. Seeing her strange appearance, everyone started making fun of her. Everyone was laughing at her. She took off the cap and put it on the floor and started dancing alone here, because she didn't come with anyone. Seeing her strange dance, everyone was making fun of her more. They were laughing together. And seeing this, Glinda started feeling bad. Because everything was happening with Elphaba because of her. To reduce her guilt, Glinda came here and joined Elphaba's dance and danced like Elphaba, which made everyone realize their mistake, and they also started dancing like Elphaba with Elphaba, which clearly meant that along with Glinda, the rest of the people have also accepted Elphaba. This was a very big day for Elphaba. Now all the evil in her heart was over for Glinda too. They hug each other to end their anger. After leaving the party, they were talking like friends for the first time in their room. Glinda told Elphaba that she and Prince are going to get married soon. This is a secret, only you know. After telling her secret, Glinda asked Elphaba her secret. He thought that Elphaba's secret is her green bottle, which she always keeps under her pillow, which Glinda quickly picked up so that Elphaba could tell her secret. But this was not Elphaba's secret. She quickly took this bottle and kept it under her pillow because this bottle belonged to her mom. With this behavior, Clint gets upset and goes to his bed. Then to convince him, Elphaba comes to him and tells him, "Actually, my dad doesn't like me at all because I was born a green baby.
Now his second child would not have been like me. That's why my dad gave my mom a lot of rose milk, which did not give birth to a green baby, but she was born before time. Because of this, she is disabled. And because of her early birth, Elphaba's mom also died. Elphaba felt that he was responsible for all these things. If she had not been born like this, neither would her dad have given her milk to her mom, nor would she have been born early, nor would she have been disabled, and perhaps her mom would have been alive today." Saying this, she became very emotional. Seeing this, Glinda explained to her that it was not her fault. To change Elphaba's mood, now she grooms Elphaba, does her makeup and changes her style. Because of which the next day when she went to the university, everyone was liking her. Today even the prince stopped and started talking to her. Anyway, this time Elphaba was going to meet her professor. Which was an animal. Since animals were not safe in this world, all these animals were leaving college. Today was their last class. But before they leave, a teacher comes here with security guards and forcibly picks them up. Elphaba feels very bad seeing this. She wanted to help them, but could not do anything. Now instead of that professor, a new professor had come who had kept a small lion cub in his cage. Keeping it in the cage, the professor was trying to tell the cub that now the animals will not stay with us, but will stay in our cage. Seeing all these things, Elphaba was very angry. She did not like the idea of imprisoning the animals. In her anger, all the flowers here, all the things started flying, and due to the effect of her anger, everyone here became unconscious. When the children were unconscious, Elphaba got up to leave the lion cub in the jungle. The prince also helped her and they left for the jungle on a cycle for the lion cub. When the principal comes to their class from behind, all the children and teachers are unconscious. Seeing this, she understood that Elphaba must have done all this magic. Her magical powers had increased a lot. Seeing this, she was very happy and she went and wrote a letter to a great magician. Here in the jungle, there is a debate between Prince and Elphaba. Prince was upset and was about to leave, when Elphaba held Prince's hand. She also started liking Prince, but she knew that Prince would never marry her, so she herself did not talk much and they came back. The next day, it was found that there was a girl in the university for Elphaba. It was a big surprise. A great magician had called Elphaba to meet him. Because the principal had told him about Elphaba's magical powers. Elphaba took this great opportunity and she decided to meet the magician. A green train came to pick her up. When she was about to leave, everyone came to meet her. The prince had also brought her a good luck flower. And at the same time, Glinda had also come to meet her. She shared another secret with him, that Prince and her friendship were not the same as before. Prince seems to be a little upset with her now. After telling this, Elphaba was also a little sad, but now she got on the train. On the way, Glinda gave Elphaba a letter in which it was written that Glinda wants to go with her, but she could not tell her. Elphaba saw her and grabbed her hand and pulled her into the train quickly.
Finally, these people had already reached Emerald City. This was the same city that we saw at the beginning of the movie, that is, we have seen in the future. Here, both of them are very well welcomed. Everyone dances for them. And finally, now they are brought inside. They find out that this was a magical city where he also got to see a magic show, and after the show, finally, the wizard came in front of him. This wizard takes Elphaba with him and shows the future of the city, which he designed. The city was looking very beautiful. Elphaba suggests to the wizard that you make their streets yellow, that is, fill them with light. The wizard does this too. Now here the magician shows a small statue of Elphaba to Elphaba near the city, which was showing that Elphaba will rule this city. Seeing this, Elphaba immediately said that my dream is not to rule anywhere. My dream is that I can do something for the animals, and I need your help on this. During their conversation, the principal also comes here. Elphaba was very happy to see them and went to meet them. Here they were talking about Elphaba wanting to do something for the animals. Now here a monkey picks up a cloth from a magical book on the request of a magician. After which the magician tells Elphaba that this monkey is very fond of flying, and with this mantra you can make him fly. On his request, Elphaba recites that mantra and magically the magic works. Elphaba was happy that she did something for the animal, but when she saw that after her magic, the monkey was suffering from pain and had wings on his stomach, she got scared. She wanted to stop this magic, but when she read this mantra backwards, this magic did not reverse. In anger, she asked the magician to stop this magic again. Then the magician said that his magical powers are not so much that he could read the mantras of this book. And when Elphaba did this, it meant that Elphaba has a lot of power. And now? What is happening? No one can stop it. Hearing this, Elphaba was even more saddened. What did she want to do, and what happened? When she went out and saw, the whole army of monkeys was suffering in pain and they were coming on their backs. Seeing this, she understood that the magician and the principal has trapped her. Actually, both of them didn't like the animals and wanted to make the animals their slaves. For this, they used innocent Elphaba. Knowing this, Elphaba got angry and she decides to run away with the magical book. Seeing her running away, the principal offers to learn magic from Glinda and tells her that instead of this, you will have to bring Elphaba here. Glinda also liked this opportunity and she also ran after him to catch Elphaba. Now here, the monkeys who had got wings, the principal tells all the monkeys to fly and find Elphaba. Here, the magician also goes to his special room and puts his special guard to find Elphaba. Glinda, who did not want to lose the chance to become a magician anyway. She had reached near Elphaba. She was trying to stop Elphaba from going, but Elphaba had to go. She had come to a room where there was a hot air balloon. She wanted to sit in the hot air balloon and run away from here. But by then, many magicians came to catch her. But before that, Elphaba sat in the hot air balloon and started running away from there. The roof of the palace was closed from above, which burst their hot air balloon and there was a fire. Elphaba and Glinda fell down and got stuck in a room, where Glinda explained to Elphaba that this is a good opportunity, you are getting everything. Why are you not accepting their offer? On which in anger, Elphaba tells him that my dream is not to rule. I always wanted to do something for the animals. On the other hand, it is shown that the principal, the whole university and the whole city spread the news that Elphaba is a thief and she has run away with her magical book, which everyone felt very bad and everyone started hating her. This announcement was also heard by Elphaba and Glinda. Elphaba got very angry after hearing this. Then Glinda told her that you spit anger and go and apologize to the principal. Everything will be the same as before. But Elphaba doesn't want to do anything like this now. She could not bear the worst that had happened to her. She started reading a mantra from that magical book. Glinda kept stopping her, but because of that mantra, she got a magical broom. She flew away with the broom. The magician's guards could not catch her now. As soon as he ran away, the principal joined him, offered him to teach magic, and said that we will find Elphaba together. Elphaba thought that Glinda would not join hands with the principal because she is cruel, but when she found out that Glinda had joined hands with the principal, her heart broke. This city did a lot of bad things to him, so he cursed this city to live in darkness and went far away to the mountains. With this story ended with a lesson that no one is born with evil, but people's attitude makes a person good or bad. We also get to know why the villagers were happy with the death of Elphaba. Because by the death of Elphaba, the curse of their city was broken and thus the whole story came to an end. See you in next video. Thanks for watching.